Coming into the game, I thought we had a possibility of getting a result today because I've seen DVDs of Aston Villa play and thought they were a little bit cumbersome at the back, so we needed to get at them early on, and that just did not happen. First 45 minutes we couldn't get out of our half. Aston Villa had numerous set plays, corners, free kicks around our box, and it all only seemed a matter of time before we'd concede. Funny enough, hate to say it yet again, but in the first half we probably had the two best chances. Laura Lowe was through twice on a 1v1 with the goalkeeper, but no end result. And you've seen it so many times in these games that we play that unless you put the ball in the back of the net, you're not going to win games. So I was quite pleased that we came in at half-time 0-0 because we hadn't played particularly well, and I thought we could only improve on it. Went out second half, and they conceded a sloppy penalty. Which was a penalty, of course, and you go 1-0 down, it knocks you back, but it was still quite an even game then, but we never really looked like scoring, and that's been our problem all season.
Was it difficult to kind of get them motivated for this game?
Not really, because the coaches were saying in the warm-up they look bright, they look fresh. We've had no games since last Sunday, so we've looked after them well in training. They've trained particularly well, so it's one of those. Sometimes you work with the team all the way through the week, and once they cross that line and get on the pitch, us as coaches, there's not a lot we can do. You're relying on them to play at the top of their game, and they've got to, because the standard we're playing at now, the teams are a decent standard, so we've got to raise our game to compete, raise it even more to get a result.
Do you think that it seemed that they perhaps needed to kind of concede a goal just to kind of get themselves going in a sense?
You're right. It's it lifted them up, but. I do notice a lot in the female game that 9 times out of 10 the team that score first win, and we haven't really been in that position yet. And of course, goals breed confidence, and sometimes if you concede, you have to take a backward step. But it'd be nice just to go into a game and think that you're actually going to score some goals, and that's been, as I say, that's been our problem all season.
Yeah, I suppose with kind of having the main striker in Lauren Allison out injured, was it kind of difficult to fill that role?
It was a little bit, because obviously we play with a front three and rotate, so it's not as if Louise Fellows is just going to play up front. Katie, Stanley and Laura Lowe mix it round, so they have a turn up there. And it was the same with Lauren Allison, and even Lauren, who's a prolific goal scorer, prior to the season has only got one. So, our biggest problem at this moment in time is, and as I say, in any game there's not many chances come about, but when we're creating really good chances, we've got to put them in the back of the net. If not, you pay for them, and that's what's happened today.
So yeah, obviously that's kind of it for the Continental Cup. Were you disappointed with the kind of the way we've gone out of it?
I think so. I think we've seen a couple of very good performances in the Continental Cup against some of the better sides, but then on a couple of games we've got ourselves down, and we can't afford to kind of lower our standard of play to the opposition. I think today coming in is a very winnable game, but unfortunately we haven't performed. We've performed for short periods of the second half, but you're not going to win games that way. So I think we need to look to kind of have a complete performance, as we did against Birmingham. I think we showed against Birmingham that we could compete with the best teams in this country, but unfortunately you have to translate that into the games against the lesser clubs, and I don't think we did that today.
Was it difficult to kind of come into this match knowing that there's nothing really to play for?
Hopefully that wasn't on our minds. Hopefully every game is a chance for us to prove ourselves and prove ourselves to the coaching staff that we should be playing, prove ourselves to the people that are watching, that we're the force to contend with in this league. So hopefully none of the girls were thinking we've got nothing to play for today. But judging by performance, we haven't contended enough today for large periods of the match. So perhaps we need to look at ourselves and seriously question kind of our motivation for this game.